I am 95 years old and I have exactly 5 more years if I am extremely lucky. The doctors have been very clear about that. And I need to tell you something that took me 9 decades to understand. Something that destroyed the best years of my life. Success is the biggest scam ever sold to humanity. And I fell for it so hard that I wasted 70 years chasing something that was never real. Let me start by telling you what my life looked like from the outside. I graduated top of my class, built a company from nothing, made millions, had my name on buildings, won awards. People called me successful. Magazines wrote articles about me. I had everything they tell you success looks like: the money, the recognition, the power. And I believed it meant I had won at life. I am 95 years old, and I can tell you with absolute certainty that I was wrong about everything. The moment I understood this was 3 years ago. I was 92. My wife had died 6 months earlier. My children lived across the country. I was sitting in my enormous house, alone, surrounded by expensive furniture and awards and photographs of me with important people. And I realized something that made me physically sick. I could not remember the last real conversation I had with my wife. I could not remember the last time I sat with my children and actually listened to them. I could not remember the last time I did something just because it brought me joy. I had spent 92 years accumulating success, and I had nothing. No meaningful relationships, no memories that mattered, just stuff, just achievements, just a list of accomplishments that nobody would care about after I died. Here is the lie they sold me, the lie they are selling you right now. They told me that success would make me happy. They told me that achieving goals would bring fulfillment. They told me that accumulating wealth and status would give my life meaning. They lied. Success does not make you happy. It makes you anxious for more success. Achievement does not bring fulfillment. It brings the need for bigger achievements. I spent 40 years building my company. Do you know how many family dinners I missed? How many birthdays? How many quiet mornings I could have spent with my wife, but instead spent in my office? Thousands. And for what? For a company that was sold 10 years after I retired. For money I never had time to enjoy. For recognition from people who do not even remember my name now. My son is 68 years old. We are not close. We talk maybe once a month, and the conversations are polite and distant. Do you know why? Because when he was growing up, I was never there. I was at the office until 9 at night, then working until midnight. I missed his soccer games. I missed his school plays. I missed teaching him to drive. And I told myself it was okay because I was providing for him. But what I really did was teach him that success matters more than relationships. And now we barely know each other. And I would give every dollar I ever made, every award I ever won, for one more chance to just be his father. But I cannot. Time does not work that way. My wife, Catherine, died 2 years ago. We were married for 68 years. But I can count on 2 hands the number of real vacations we took, the number of times I actually listened to her instead of thinking about my next meeting. She used to ask me to slow down, to spend more time at home, and I would say later, when the company is stable, when I achieve this next goal, then we will have time. Later never came. She got sick, and then she was gone. At her funeral, One of her friends told me that Catherine used to say she felt like she came second to my career. That broke something in me, because she was right. She did come second for 68 years. And now she is gone, and I am sitting here with my success, and it means absolutely nothing. Here's what nobody tells you when you're young. The cost is not just your time, it is your life. The moments that matter, the relationships that give life meaning, all of that gets sacrificed. And you tell yourself it is temporary. You tell yourself it will be worth it. But it is not temporary. It becomes your life. And before you know it, you are 95, realizing you missed the entire thing. I had a colleague, Richard, who died 15 years ago at 83. Even more successful than me. Bigger company, more money. I went to his funeral. His assistant was there, his lawyer, a few business associates. His children gave brief, cold speeches. Nobody cried. Nobody told stories about wonderful memories. Because there were no wonderful memories, just a successful man who died alone. I do not want that to be my funeral, but I fear it will be. Let me tell you what success actually cost me. It cost me knowing my children, really knowing them. I know they exist, but I do not know them. It cost me a deep relationship with my wife. We lived together for 68 years, but how many were we actually connected? Not enough. It cost me my health. 2 heart attacks, diabetes. My body is a disaster because I treated it like a machine. It cost me friendships. I had friends once, but I stopped calling, stopped showing up. And now they are gone. It cost me hobbies, passions, joy. I used to love woodworking. I used to paint. But those things did not contribute to success, so I stopped. And I lost the parts of me that made life worth living. And for what? For a word that means nothing. For achievements nobody remembers. For money I never enjoyed. I see young people now making the same mistake, working 80-hour weeks, missing their kids growing up, sacrificing their health, and they tell themselves just a few more years, just until I reach this goal. Then I will slow down. No, you will not. The goalpost keeps moving. You reach the goal. Suddenly, there is a new goal. It never ends. And before you know it, you are 95, realizing you ran your entire life and ended up nowhere that mattered. Here is what I wish I had known at 30. Success is not a destination. It is a trap. And while you are running, you are missing life. What actually matters is so simple, it sounds stupid. Time with people you love. Real, present time, experiences, travel, adventures, things that bring joy, relationships, deep connections with people who know the real you. Health, taking care of your body, presence, being where you are, experiencing the moment. That is it. And I missed almost all of it chasing success. I am 95. If I am lucky, 5 more years. Probably less. My body is failing, and I am filled with regret. Not for things I did wrong, for things I never did at all. I regret not being present with my wife. I regret not knowing my children better. I regret not keeping my friendships. I regret every moment I chose work over life, and I cannot fix any of it. My wife is dead. My children are old. My friends are gone. My body is broken. I cannot go back. But you still have time. You still have the chance to make different choices. You still have people who love you. You still have your health. So I am begging you, do not make my mistake. Do not sacrifice your life for success. Do not miss your children growing up. Do not take your spouse for granted. Do not postpone joy until later. Do not believe achievement will make you happy. It will not. Success will not save you. Money will not fulfill you. Only relationships, experiences, and presence will do that. Only actually living will do that. So please, put down your phone. Call someone you love. Spend time with your children. Take the trip. Say no to the extra work. Say yes to the moment in front of you. Stop waiting for later. Later might not come. I am 95 years old. I was successful by every metric society measures, and I failed at the only thing that actually mattered: living. Do not die with the same regret I will die with. Do not waste your life chasing something that does not exist. Choose life. Choose presence. Choose the people you love. Choose now. Because I promise you, when you are 95 looking back, you will not wish you had worked more. You will wish you had lived more. Please do not make my mistake. Do not wait 95 years to understand this. Understand it now. Change now. Live now. Before it is too late.